we got in the car and went to the Village Underground. We got out of the car. Shane and Jacob go, we're going to get pizza real quick at Ben's.
Wink.
Gone
nudge.
for a while. Definitely enough time to eat pizza and suck each other's dicks. For 100%.
I think 100%
they
went straight to Minetta Lane, took a left, and then went to town.
Oh, yeah. One of those little fucking garden apartment stairwells. You could definitely fuck it out in there, dude.
They definitely started with the gay punch in the shoulder.
And it ended in
Shane
gay
was
fart
like,
porn.
Shane was like, hell yeah. And Jacob's like, yeah, you stop it, mister. Ow. Corey and Lynn missed us watching gay fart porn yesterday. But
it'll be back today, big. I promise you it'll be back today,
It's a hit. You actually see the buttholes. At one time we got Lou doing the buttholes going, oh.
It's so much better. It's so much better than girl on girl fart
hetero fart porn, PU.
Well, it's not hetero.
We're saying we don't like.
Just watch. I'm saying
we're so progressive. We watch gay fart porn.
Is there any guy farting on girl porn? Because now I'm starting to think that maybe there'll be nothing better in the world than that.
Man, what a fucking lurch right.
There's definitely girl farting on guy.
Yeah.
But is there guy farting on girl?
I want to see that.
Where you, as the man, you're playing out your fantasy in your head of farting on women.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is great.
Come on.
あなた舐められて気持ちよかっただろなあ
I'll tell you what, my most offended is that it's Japanese people. Could we get some people that didn't bomb us in the war?
Whoa, wow, really holding on to that. Really holding on that day that will live in infamy.
Yeah, no Germans, no Japanese, please. I know it's hard to find this kind of porn and not involving those people.
Jay is filthy, but he has a no axis of evil.
Some political lines.
He goes, you bring up no Italians, Japanese, or Germans.
I draw very, very definite lines.
I respect it. I come from a time of the Korean War. My pappy fought in the 50s.
Thank you, Lou. He understands. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Turn it up.
Christ. Oh, she's going to town.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Wait, is there a fart in this one?
White and pink fart.
No, what kind of ass?
Hey. Oh, buddy.
It says guy fart.
Hang on a second. Pause it for a second. We'll make sure there's a fart in this. What's happening in this room? What are you falling apart from? What's going on, Jacob?
How open that butthole is.
So what? But what's your problem? That's the problem you're having. You're not having a problem with the action taking place.
I don't care that she's eating butt. Good for her.
Okay. Jacob, I feel like you have a problem with
I'm
the
talking about it
action
looks like
taking
a
place.
fucking portal to another dimension is
Well,
opening.
she's stretching it, dude.
Cool.
Your asshole looks so great.
What? How in the world would that be a logical way of thinking? Where I'm like, I should look at this gaping asshole. Who am I? I've got an asshole that I keep shut like a polite gentleman.
You're watching this for entertainment, you're not watching the critique asshole.
Yeah, cool. I'm sorry that seeing a gaping butthole doesn't. I'm not just like, oh, well.
Listen, I jumped. I'm apologizing. I jumped because I thought the problem in this room was attacking the idea of having your butthole licked.
No, what? Come on, dude.
Jacob.
How long have we been doing this dance?
Well, I'd tell you, Jacob does not like seeing a guy get his butthole licked.
I don't think
I wouldn't last one day in a woman's prison.
I don't think you would. I don't think you would at all.
I agree.
Do you? Oh man, Jacob, if you could get this kind of treatment done, if the hottest girl in the world.
No, this girl right here. She's not the hottest girl in the world, but she's cute.
If that girl was like, I'll do that to you, but I have to do that first.
Cute black chick licking your butthole? Come on, dude.
I was giving him one of his fantasy girls.
Just feet away from your Nazi book that you have in your bookshelf?
That you say is a historical book, but you're saying yes, right? Yeah.
I'd go for it.
Oh, okay. I feel like you were against butthole licking.
No.
I was not okay with that.
If I had to gape, I probably might lock up.
You can't just gape. Someone's got to gape you. Oh, we'll get into this with our guest a little bit later. She probably knows technicalities more of this kind of situation.
The science.
Christine, please, if you could with the
Paul
fart,
and science. Oh, look at that.
It's nice, white and pink.
This is gonna be so
I've
good.
never black ass before.
How's that not a T-shirt? These girls got to think about merch. Oh yes, back up. That was it. He farted on her tongue by accident. That's what everyone's laughing at.
She's not happy with it.
Hey, she's not. Go back.
I bet that guy thought it was going to kill.
Turn it up.
Oh. Come on. Oh,
The guy
that sounds like a
the guy
buzzer.
afterwards goes,
It's much meaner to watch a man fart in a woman's face than a dude fart in another dude's face.
yeah.
You just got Basti? Did you?
That's so gross.
Dude, that's...
That's badass.
That's so funny that, I mean, dude, that
I like
girl,
she had a line there. Just that wasn't cool.
yeah, she goes, I'm willing to get banged out while I suck your friend's butt. Real quick, you fart in my face. I mean, she's right, though.
He goes, listen, I think it's a weird. Like, is it Christine? Lynn, I'll ask you this also. Does a guy farting, like grossly farting, and it smells and the whole deal, if you found him sexually attractive before, it does got to chop some of that away.
The smell. Like, why?
So it's not the noise, it's the smell.
Yeah.
If it was just loud, not and not.
I'd be impressed at the fact that it didn't smell if it was just loud and funny.
You know what? I used to have I still kind of do, but I have a good streak on loud and funny farts that don't really smell that bad.
But
When
the
I dog fart, it is a nightmare.
But my concern would be that
When I feel that
I've rip
heat.
a loud fart and I go, and immediately Lynn goes like, well, he's gross. Like forever.
Oh yeah.
You're saying the same thing, Lou.
Forever.
Yeah. I'd be like, that's it. That she would never see me in any kind of, even like, oh, hey,
blew
Jay's
it.
attractive. It would always be like, nah, it's like that guy farts.
I
weird.
blew it with a girl I had a crush on freshman year at Arizona because I farted.
Yeah, I
I
think
was
you
like,
told us that
yeah.
before too. Yeah, and it's like I think, but you
So now I'm like Batman. Now I use my fear against my enemies, and I just fart everywhere.
just do.
You love it.
You
Yeah,
don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. Pun intended.
If Black Lou's wife was sitting in here,
No
yes,
guests I'm cool with, but like if it was like if Lou got a girlfriend or you know what I mean.
you honked right on B-Rod one day.
Yeah,
Becky
but B-Rod's
Rodriguez.
B-Rod. B-Rod's part of the crew.
And you'll hang one on her.
She's married. Her husband ain't here. I don't know him nothing.
It doesn't matter. Isn't it just a weird you don't
Did
want
you
him to
fart
see?
on my wife? There is a thing, a saying in my country. That if you fart on my wife, I must kill you. Yeah, no, Becky was in the vicinity, but Becky takes pictures. She's, you know what I mean? She's
So
like
she's
a-
ready for farts.
She's
I'm not sure the correlation was going to be there, Dave.
dude. She's a war correspondent. She gets it.
She's been in this shit before.
Yeah, but if like if your sister, if you brought in your family, don't think I'd fart.
You draw the line at my mom,
Yeah, I wouldn't fart in front of Tara.
so she make sure she wants to fuck you.
Yeah, I want to keep the sexual lure alive.
But you'll fart in front of Christine, no problem.
Christine's crew.
I know, but still,
Christine's ingrained. She's like part of the crew.
I wouldn't fart in front of B-Rod.
Cool.
But you don't
you're
fart
holding
in front of anybody. You're not a farter. You don't fart in front of your guy friends. You don't fart in front of your girlfriends. You start like
I know,
you'll fart
bums us
around
out.
me.
Huh?
us
You'll
out.
fart around me. Like that's pretty much
Not even
it.
a ton.
I bet
Well,
he's
you
got
were
fun-
a ton, and I was like, "Could you stop farting like all the time?"
I bet he's got funny farts though, doesn't he?
But Christine thinks it's so much better. She goes into a room away.
That's weird as shit.
She goes into, well, it's
My farts smell. I don't want to smell the room.
All right. If you know your brand, you know your brand.
It's not for
If
the
you're gonna-
noise. If it was just funny, it'd be funny.
But
Listen,
she goes
I know
in-
I'm a loud pop.
Yeah, but
very
here's the
little
thing.
noise.
Instead
Very
of just
little
doing it
smell.
in the room where I'm going to hear and smell, which I do appreciate that, she goes in the bathroom, and what's funny is, this is what happens every time. With shitting or
how I
farting,
live
by
life
the
at
way.
home.
Yeah.
Shitting or farting, by the way, is she gets up to try to discreetly get off and do it, but we're watching something.
Yeah.
So I pause it.
So there's
and then-
silence.
So what she doesn't even paying attention to is that I just pause it and grab my phone and start playing Candy Crush or whatever, and all you hear is the echo of bowl farts, like boom, boom.
My bedroom.
You're
is-
like, oh, it's when I told her that happens, then she goes in there, and as soon as she goes into the bathroom, for some reason she's turning the tub on while she's taking a piss.
Buy me a
Tub?
bigger home.
no.
tub. Wait, you turn on the tub?
I
Why
mean,
not-
the tub's right there. It's how the bathroom's set up.
Why not the sink?
Because it can't reach the sink from my toilet.
So
you
turn
know
on
that.
the sink when you walk in.
Either
That
way,
would
I'll
be-
hear whatever it is. It's, when you're turning it on, I know you're gonna rip. You're just telling me you're ripping ass either
Yeah,
way.
but the water can take it because when you actually hear noise, it's like hearing a punch land. It jars you. My bathroom's right next to my room, and I hear Vecchione go in there and take some pretty grisly shit some mornings, and I hear it.
he's grunting them out.
Doesn't
Oh,
he-
you like the.
yeah, you hear the rip, and I know he's heard me because sometimes I don't kick the fan on.
Yeah, no, Christine's fucking. I've heard her fucking coiling up some. Corey in Port Washington wants to know, farted on or queefed on, which is better? Queefed on.
Queefed on.
Easy.
All day.
Super easy.
All day, every day.
In fact,
Queefs don't smell.
queef is also, well, back down,
I
Christine.
mean,
No, it's just that a queef, for the most part, has always made me feel like, oh, look at that, I fucked. Actually, it's weird.
I
If the
gave you life.
If the queef sound happens upon entry on a point, then I'm like, oh wow, that's big dick shit right there. It's made me feel like I fucking filled her up. However, maybe this is the reason I don't like fucking from behind. This might be a real breakthrough we're having right here.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's explore this.
I think the size of my dick, maybe the lack of big length or whatever I think is supposed to be happening in fucking from behind that I always say I'm not a fan of. Because even recently, I've said that. Me and Christine have done some from behind fucking recently, and I can't look at her face. And this is upon her request, actually. Yeah. And 'cause I always say I'm not good at it. I say I'm not good at it. She says I am good at it. We go for it, and I'm always I think it's because my legs give out, or I just don't. I get tired of it after a while. And the thing is, I don't get tired of it after a while. I think I know why I've made all these excuses. It's because I really, for some reason, it makes my dick feel little when I'm done fucking from behind, and then a girl flips over, and then for the next 5 minutes they're going all my little dick did was just stir up air.
You stuffed him full
in her pussy. Yeah, but in my mind it was if there was more dick in there, the queefs would have happened.
Such a weird
on
correlation.
entry.
That is a weird correlation. That's weird. You have strange dick science. You have almost medieval dick science.
If
I bring in the wind of a bad spirit.
If I fuck Christine from behind,
yes,
and she laid on her stomach for the next 8 hours,
yeah,
and then you came over and I go, Christine, flip over, and she flipped over, it would go.
Not even true.
Dude, I don't know why that story made me think of this, but back when I was a waiter and I had no insurance, I used to go to Bellevue. I had to get an endoscopy done because it was
Dr. Queefed on you?
Dude, 09. You remember when I had gut problems and I was I got to quit drinking.
Told me that at Eastville Comedy Club, he told me that information.
Yeah, and I go and I'm going to get the endoscopy done, and I'm in the I'm the recovery room's also the prep room because it's Bellevue, and this guy is on his side, and the doctor's like, it's all right, just let it go, and they're pushing his stomach, and it's and it's just these long and he's like, oh, and you just hear it. And by the third one, it made me laugh because it was you can only hear wind coming out of a butt long enough without it being funny. Mm-hmm. It's medicinal for a while, and then it just becomes it's clear he's okay, and it's clear that they're just pushing on his stomach and forcing out a lot of air out of his butt.
Yeah.
Dude, it made me laugh. And then the nurse looked over.
They're
and
farting him.
Yeah, it was that's what they were doing. It was they were stuffing a air mattress back in the box. They're and he was just this old man
trying
was on his side.
Trying to get the inflatable pool back.
Yeah, he was oh. I think it might have been a lady. I don't know if it was a lady or a guy. Whoever it was, they were on their side and they were just just moaning as the air rushed out of their butt. I remember you telling me a story years ago on a podcast about a fan sent you a bag of cum.
Semen, yes.
It's always a joke between
frozen, I heard.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, so
loose jizz?
Just in a bunch of Ziploc baggies. And I was too young to have a sense of humor. Now I would have gotten traction. I could have put that on social media and been let's do a poll. What did the guy think I should do with it? Should I get a baster or was I supposed to rub it on me? What was I supposed to do with it?
I want to know how he came in the bag. That's
and
impressive.
it was definitely not one time. I think it was a week event.
Get my cum bag.
Saved it. It was, I had.
How much cum would you say was in there? Could it fill a medicine cap?
Oh, for sure. For sure. It was traumatic. I was very afraid of the mail.
Did
After
it
that, I kind of
look
tease things. And
did it look like the bag in Fight Club where they're trying to get it over the fence and it
The
breaks?
fat? No way it was that thick. It's got to look almost like
It was like a freezer bag inside another freezer bag inside another freezer bag.
Oh, he Napoleon coffined it?
Of course, we don't mail that shit.
Dude,
you can't mail that.
That's just a great thing. He's like, I'm going to lose it. Give me my bag.
Yeah, did he still have the consistency?
Who's he talking to? He has no one. He's living in his grandmother's basement.
At least visually. Well, you don't know that. Yeah, say visually.
Could I have a decent duplex?
I was living on my own before I sent it to you.
I was in a townhouse.
You're way too young to have done that.
I was in a townhouse. What was the? Could you tell in the bag the consistency that this was? I feel like Call me crazy.
I wasn't
but I
gonna
feel
open it and smell it. I'll tell you that right now.
Jay
Fair
just
enough.
Jay just goes like this. He goes, "Well, let's just get in here and see what's going
I go.
on."
I put on my. I put it see if it numbs up my gums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go, this guy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this guy's been eating his pineapples.
This guy's fertile.
So then I was kind of paranoid about mail and people because everyone told me, my whole life I've been told I'm going to be stalked and killed by the gifts that are sent to me. So like there'd be tracking devices and teddy bears and stuff. So I would open all my fan mail, put it in a baggie, in a garbage bag, and then I would always take it like to Ralph's and throw it in their dumpster.
Smart.
Because I was like, well, if there is a tracking device and I put it in my trash, it's going to be sitting here, right?
Yeah.
So the
I thought you mean you
paranoid
took it to
mind-
Ralph Sutton's house and then people go on to kill Ralph.
He goes, there's a lot of guys coming over to my
Hey,
house.
a lot of weirdos keep asking if
Ralph's
Lisa Ann's
grocery
here.
store.
I know what you meant afterward. Why do a bunch of people keep ringing my doorbell asking for you?
Why is
You
there
know,
trash here?
Look what I found in the garbage was a bag of cum. Do you think I can
I
keep
love that
it?
you remember that story about me. You know, like I think about what people will say to me at my service when I pass away, years away, and everyone's gonna have a ridiculous story. Bring that one. Bring that one.
Well, the reason I think about it is because we were joking around about guys at porn conventions. It was when Shane and I were on the road, and somehow it turned into us doing E40, the Bay Area rapper, rapping like he was a creep at a porn convention. He's like, "Ooh, I come up to porn stars and give them Ziploc bags full of cum," and that was always the thing. That was always because I told that story. It was like, "Ooh, I'm making dolls out of your hair and saying we're in a relationship."
What's the? I bet you have a great one of these. What's the best fan at a convention walked up and hands you? I mean, you've got to get some. I've gotten some bizarre ones.
Gosh, I was on the road somewhere. I want to say maybe it was in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania, but a guy
another
brought
bag
me
of
in
cum.
a bunch of deer meat.
Whoa.
And I was like, okay, like it's not like I carry a fridge.
He wanted to
or a
show you his
cooler.
value as a man.
I mean, I get it, but like you're on the road.
Jacob understands. He's showing you his value as a man.
Solid
Right,
gift.
but he brought it in. I was just like, well, I can't even put it in my dressing room. It's just gonna rot.
Miss
my
Lisa Ann,
nose.
I can provide for you, and I'm willing to kill for you.
That was a
Venison
bit odd.
for years.
That was a bit odd. I was like, okay.
I want you to be my queen.
I mean, good and plenties are always a safe bet for me because I love good and plenties.
My weirdest is the person that gave me the couple both wearing Rambo jackets with their hair in their face, and they gave me a picture of a rabbit and said, "We named this rabbit after your daughter." Now they didn't say my daughter's name. I think it was before the show was going, or before I talked about Isabella on here at all, and it was very bizarre. And I went, "Thank you."
No, they did say your daughter's name. They said they named the rabbit after your
They
daughter.
just said they named it after my daughter, but they didn't say the rabbit's name is Isabella or anything. I noticed that. It was weird. But then I was like, "Thank you," and then I did bring it home because I didn't want them to see it in the trash somewhere if they were following me.
Of course.
And but I've had that happen. I've had a guy win me something out of a crane machine in a bar and come over to me and be like, "Hey, I just wanted to give you something, so I'm giving you this." And then you're like, "Well, thanks, asshole. Now I got to carry this until you're gone because you'll have some weird emotional break if I throw it out in front of you."
Did you want to notice that Marvin the Martian in the trash can that I won?
Yeah, I mean, literally.
I probably get 100 or so graduation photos in the mail of young men that are like 5x7s. We're like, I just want to send you my graduation photo. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Oh, you
They're-
definitely
You know?
have to get asked for since Houston changed the game with.
that was so cool when she did that.
But you get asked that a lot. Will you go
All
to my
the
prom
time.
with me?
And now it's
nonstop?
as idiotic as like how many retweets. Like, I'm not a dog for a treat, yo. You know what I mean? You got to entice me.
Yeah. How, would you ever?
Military ball is something I want to do, and I'm kind of there was some. I got a flag sent to me this year. There was a special mission done, and they dedicated the flag to me on Valentine's Day and sent it to me folded with this beautiful certificate. It was just amazing. So right away, I reached back to them and said, I really have always wanted to go to a military ball. I'm sure one of you is single, so we're going to make that happen this
Oh
year.
man, that guy definitely jerked off to that email. He got that email and he was
I
like,
actually wrote them a letter by hand
Really?
because they
He's
wrote
like-
me by hand.
He's
and
out-
I didn't have an email for them, so I thought I'll just write them by hand in return, and then now we've been emailing.
he's just
I
in
don't
the
know why
he's
I've
just in
got-
the shit in Afghanistan and he gets that mail. He's like,
At least I believe you deserve all the success in the world and all your dreams to come true. It's a bizarre thing to present a porn star with a fucking American flag thing and be like, "Here, we give this to you."
What's crazy
And
is I thought my
widows,
dad died.
and-
I got it in the mail and I saw the like triangle flag and I'm like, gosh.
Your dad's military.
Yeah.
So
I'm
yeah,
like,
that's what
I
they do.
guess
They're giving
my
it to
dad
you.
kicked a bucket, right?
oh, funny.
Yeah.
What a weird being like, nah, dad's dead.
Dad's
oh, no,
dead
guys.
because I'm always wondering
And
when
they're
that's going to happen.
Your BBC anal
Yeah.
aided an operation.
He goes, I'm telling you right now, your fucking boot camp video made me fucking take out that Taliban leader
I think-
faster than I thought I was going to.
I think Christine exclusively blasted this point to you just getting 5 black guys working you over at the same time.
Why
I
are
think
you
it's so
trying to make me
exclusive.
say and think I jerk off to her? I don't
Oh,
jerk off
do
to
you
that's
love my
weird,
Blackout
but I do
series?
love your porn.
Do you like my Blackout series? Then my
I
latest.
do.
Thank you
I'm
so
a
much. I work
fan.
really hard on that. I love that series too. It's
You
a lot
do
of
work
fun
really
to put
hard on
together.
that. That's a lot to put your body through.
It is. It is.
It's like 4 of your own arms entering your body at the same time.
It is, and I'm also directing at the same time. So like, if I want to
That's
say
fucking
cut,
cut,
I turn my head and say cut, so I don't mess up for the editor. You know,
You have to do the timeout like Zach Morris.
Give me little signals. You know what I mean?
Boop, boop. You do the Carol Burnett ear pull.
Yeah.
Like, time for a timeout.
If I crank your left nip, I need you
bit
to
of this.
pull.
Yeah.
I need you to pull your dick out of my esophagus. Are you familiar with the genre of fart pornography?
No, I am not.
Okay, well, so
That
here's
was
what
like a
we do.
Jeopardy answer. Do you know? I was like, no, I am.
Yeah.
What is no?
What is no? Have
We
not.
have been diving into it. At first, we watched. I think we watched regular fart, just women farting in men's faces.
No, it's women farting in women's faces is the most popular
Is this
version of
real?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we jumped into yesterday for Pride Month. We watched gay men farting in each other's faces.
I'm very curious how they would be sure that they have enough gas to.
Well, let me
fart
show you
like
some
I
of
was
these.
hoping you'd be curious. We have fart porn happening right here.
We got a couple mixes. There's a super jam. You see a lot of butthole movement in these shots. What I mean is you see it coming out, so
So
you
do
know
you
the
think
farts.
they pump air up there like they do for the squirt scenes
You
where
know
they're
what?
fake?
I think that's possible, but I just try to suspend disbelief and just
Lisa,
believe it is what it is.
Lisa, I am a professional wrestling fan, so I think that it is predetermined, but I don't think it is fake.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I will
swear.
say,
It's a predetermined.
I
fart.
will say the humor lies in the puckering of the buttholes.
Yeah, it's a real pucker butt.
Corey,
laugh.
while I know you can't zoom in on this, really give it a listen.
Wow, there's a lot of sound.
Oh, I mean, there's our fave.
Oh wait, go back to the guy playing it like a trumpet.
No,
that's
that wasn't the trumpet guy.
Where's trumpet guy?
Look at that fucking snuffle up against butt. Honk.
While he's jerking off is hilarious.
I guess what I'm saying, Lisa, ever have to
There
fart on
goes
set?
the ad for the blinds, just so you know.
No, that's over now.
No, this is something really new to me, and it's exciting because every day's a school day, and this is the one thing that I've learned today.
I didn't. Oh, there it is. Go back just a second. This guy plays his butt like a trumpet. Right here.
Yeah. Watch, he goes from a B to a B flat.
He's playing when the Saints come
Do
marching
you think
in.
they're filming themselves with like a camera on a stand, or do you think
Yeah.
you have a friend over for something like this?
No, most of these shots look amateur and just. Oh, here comes my favorite one. His hair moves. Ready? Right here.
Poof.
Well done.
And then there's an angry one where like he yells with his asshole. I think, is this it? Yeah, this is when he... Yeah, this right here. He's very angry at him. He's telling him...
This is almost disturbing.
He's telling him you can't have any pudding unless you eat your meat.
You can't have your pudding unless you eat your meat.
You! Yes, you!
I think a lot of these people might want to go to the doctor because it looks like I've seen quite a bit of staph infection and ringworm on their asses. Just saying. I mean, shaving. What is that? What is wrong with that one person's
Well,
butt?
I don't know. At least everyone tunes their instrument differently,
But
you
don't
know?
you want to shave it or like clean it up or wash it or stridex? I stridex my ass.
You Stridex?
You know the stuff you used to use on your face?
Yeah.
Every day after the shower.
Really? Just
Because I'm
fucking.
on 4K with. I know it's funny, right?
Ass
I'm on-
cheeks?
I am ass cheeks because I want them to be nice and perfect for when I'm taking a picture.
No pimples.
Right.
It's a good move.
Yeah, it's a
Are you
great.
gonna
It
start
feels, it feels
No.
so fresh on your butt too.
Let me
It
just
feels
ask you
great.
this: are you gonna start Stridexing your butt?
Dan, how would you feel if I told you I already do all kinds of pad stuff on my balls and butt,
You keep your-
face?
I didn't know you. I didn't know you keep your BH camera ready.
You never know, dude. No, I don't keep a camera ready, but yeah, absolutely. I put...
You
yeah.
Stridex.
Absolutely, yeah. No, not Stridex.
Neutrogena wipes.
Neutrogena wipes.
Oh, you mean the makeup wipes or like the baby wipes?
They're rapid
no.
clear.
No, they're
Well, you
just
do
their
use
version
something,
of
a little
like...
salicylic acid in that rapid
exactly
fire
what it
ones.
Now, my
is.
question to you is: did you think Jay would be that up to date with your?
He does have a woman, and I'm sure that she brings products around, and he's not afraid to use them. So
Jay,
You
would
know
you
I'm
like?
not afraid
So-
to use them. What? Go ahead.
You actually found that for me. And it was like I was...
I did
do you
not see
feel
this
now?
coming.
Miss Ann?
I want to buy blinds, and I want to ship stuff. That's how I feel.
Miss
Yeah,
Ann,
that's
how would you like to
Ms.
Neutrogena.
Ann,
Doesn't it
how
feel
do you
good
feel?
on your butt? It's so refreshing.
And you're also like, oh wow, that's how you take care of those acne problems. You
Yes.
fucking treat them.
Let me tell you all the
Just
things.
sit all
So,
day.
should I,
Let me
do
tell
I
you
need
all
to
the
start-
products.
Do I
Let me
need to
tell you all
start
the
doing
products
this?
I pull out. Let me
Should
tell
I
you-
bust out Neutrogena Rapid Clear for my BH?
Why not?
Sure.
It's fun.
I
No,
might
no,
do
no,
it.
no, 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 no,
Your
not your
butt
butthole.
cheeks.
What's my butthole?
cheeks.
Yeah, no,
More,
butthole
your
will
butt
burn.
cheeks. Your butt cheeks.
Oh, I was gonna go straight up put that on my
Don't
butthole.
put that on your butthole.
It'll
almost
burn
just-
like a motherfucker.
I almost
dude.
just straight up put that on my butthole.
Don't put it on your
I
butthole.
probably
my
would have gone to
God.
CVS.
I'll tell you
Come
all
on.
the products that I
I
get
would have had
involved
a
with.
real problem with
I'm
all of
listening.
you guys. I'm sorry. I would have had a real problem with all of you guys around 2:30 in the afternoon tomorrow when I take a shower.
Yeah.
And I put that on my BH after the gym.
Yeah,
I would have
don't.
been livid.
You would have been hurting, dude, for
I
sure.
would've.
Yeah, it would have been a little tingly. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you wouldn't have died.
I wouldn't have
Well,
died.
that's
but I'd
coming
been
from
like
a woman who's had several 12-inch penises up her butt. Dan, you
Didn't
are
die.
not that person.
I would go like this.
Didn't die.
That'd be me on my couch going,
So let's talk about your product usage.
Every day,
Those
take
I'm
us,
involved.
walk us through.
Every day, I'm involved in. Trying to think of the first thing I do when I get out of
Tinactin.
Tinactin on feet and tea tree oil between toes and anywhere on my body where there's like a bite or something,
That's
Tea
bug
tree
bite or
oil's
something.
the shit. Yep. It works on everything. Pimples, bug bites.
Absolutely. So tea tree oil. Then I put my socks on. Then, depending on the day, if I had a vicious ass wiping day, because I really go at it, I like to be clean. I might even put a little Aquaphor on my bung. Then,
Oh, that stuff feels nice and cooling, right?
It
Yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
You really do clean your asshole like a meth head.
yes, I really do. Well, there's spiders in there.
You just
But he
fucking.
eats like a meth head too,
Yeah,
so he's
it's just
tearing up his asshole on the way out.
There's
Right?
so there's I feel like that hurt.
Sorry, I didn't mean like that.
No, I know what you meant. Let's move on.
You know, that stings more than the Aquaphor on my
He
butt.
goes and you eat like a goddamn animal. So I goes, that's
Turkey Reuben on wheat for lunch.
I tried to volume out of that where I go, well, then that's the
Jay,
thing.
what you saying for you? Things
Jay, what are your
before.
products? shit, goddamn spiraling. I'm like hitting one of the reeds on the fucking, like in a pilot. I go, dump fuel.
So yeah, the Aquaphor
Okay.
on the ass crack a little bit.
So you're buck naked with socks on, and you're Aquaphor in your butt.
I take
That's why he says leave the room.
Christine. Yes, I do have Christine. I ask her to give
And
me
you
the room
do
to-
this in your bedroom, not in the shower.
bedroom.
Okay. I dress in the
Well,
shower.
by the way,
Am I weird?
I've already jumped ahead of a new thing I've added. While I'm still a little damp from the shower, lotion now, arms and legs, and a little bit on butt cheeks.
Why my lotion was moved. I just realized it.
Yeah. And I'll get my own fucking lotion.
You don't have to. I was just wondering why it was moved.
That was weird.
I just
That's
like
a
you want
weird
to tell everybody
stance.
that it was
I
your
love that you
lotion.
knew exactly where it was and that it was moved. Like a burglar came in and just like
was
was
moved.
going to rob you guys. Just move the lotion.
Just move their
inside.
lotions around.
Yeah, I like that we might have started a problem, a domestic, because they're like, what the fuck was my lotion? What the fuck was my lotion?
So arms, a little bit of chest, sides, everything, and legs.
Okay.
Feet lotion, tea tree oil, Tinactin, socks, Aquaphor, pads for ingrown hair,
European Wax Center.
European Wax Center pads, and then I rub my base of my dick and balls with that, so I don't get it because I had an ingrown hair below my balls not long ago.
I have
Nightmare.
I have it. I had one on my taint maybe 3 weeks ago. Terrible.
Nightmare.
Terrible.
Like real can't sit down problem.
Yeah,
Not
it
that
was
bad.
Get
bad.
infected because it keeps growing.
I had a fucking real. It was bad.
Did
It
you
What
was-
go to
pads
a
do you
doctor
use?
and get
No,
it?
I ended up not being tea tree oil.
Yeah.
Actually, was the thing that helped the
That's
most.
great.
Yeah, yours
great.
ended up like it like took care of itself.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had to look at it one day. I felt, which I hate, but she was like, "Yeah, no, it's opened, it's gone." I was like, "Wow!" And it took like a week after that to be gone, like go away. It was awful. But to make sure that doesn't happen, now I used to kind of do that when I'd feel something coming on. Now just preemptively every day I'll do that.
Tea tree oil.
No, he's using the stuff from the European
Wax Center. It's
Yeah.
a pad. They also have like a gel, but I do the pad.
It's
I rub
almost
it on my
like that stuff, that Ten Skin that you can use.
I
on
used-
your
I have
face.
10 Skin.
Okay, it's similar ingredients but it's now put on a pad to make it a lot easier for that area.
I do an old cowboy 10 skin, bloop, and then I fucking around.
Same kind of thing. Yeah.
I use 10 skin, so I was going to look to this as an option of 10 skin.
Then I take one of the
Easier to travel
Neutrogena
with.
pads, and I'm sorry. Before I do that, then Gold Bond spray.
I mean, you really put yourself
finish.
together.
I put that a little bit kind of on the nooks and crannies, a little gold bumps, but just from a distance, just give it a shot. The sides,
Yep.
This is like the beginning of American Hustle.
kind of
where
my
you just see
armpit,
'em-
my
Can I-
armpits down my side a little
can I
bit.
say about this
No,
gold
I'm
bump
not done
spray?
my process. I then,
Yeah.
after you going through all the sprays,
Yeah.
then I Gold Bond spray, then deodorant spray. Let that kind of dry for a couple seconds, and then that's when I take the Neutrogena pad, face,
Okay.
little bit in the middle of the chest,
Yeah.
and throw that out.
Okay.
And then I believe that might be, and then I put on tank top, jeans, and then from then I move.
Good to go.
And then hoodie, hair stuff. Got to wash hands
That's how
after
you
that
make-
because the
that's
hair
how you-
stuff's sticky.
Sticky.
And then cologne.
That's the Big J process. That's how you make a Big J.
I take a Lexapro, allergy pill, a Zantac, which is also like an allergy pill, even though it's a stomach pill. And yeah, that's it.
Now,
Go
when
about
you
my life.
travel, do you bring all these ingredients in like smaller travel sizes?
Great question.
Full size,
How the oh you check
So
your
you
bag?
check
Bag.
your bag no matter what.
always.
That's why you check your bags for all your
Wow.
That's it.
cocktails
By the way,
and fucking
it is the sole reason.
your potions and fucking.
No, but it makes a difference because you travel a lot and you're sitting on a plane, and that's when you're gonna get an ingrown hair. That's when you're gonna get hot. And your skin's gonna get irritated.
Yeah.
Your feet would bother you.
Yep.
That is that you're doing the right thing, but you can buy them in smaller sizes. Just
and I
in case
take
you
it
don't
out
wanna check.
when I had the skin thing that was bothering me, and I was just trying everything. The extra amount of creams I'd bring on the road, that they were like, "You're gonna make your thin skin like paper thin," and I'm like, but I had all that stuff out. I laid out at hotel rooms. It's crazy. It's a little obsessive.
It's not. You're using a lot of natural stuff. Tea tree is great for so many things. So
But I
many
didn't.
things.
I didn't know you were like a little prince. The way
Yet
you got married.
I get what Christine does to do you one further when she goes on the road.
She gets powdered.
She brings her toiletries. She also adds on a bar of soap and shampoo conditioner, which I will just use hotel shampoo, conditioner, and soap. I have no problem with that.
I'll one up you. I bring 2 satin pillowcases.
Yeah.
And they're black, so I don't forget them. Because if they're white, you'll forget them on the bed and walk out of the
Yeah.
room. So black, because there's so many chemicals on the sheets that they sterilize that it's really hard for your skin.
Yeah.
So, and it just feels, it's good for your hair, it's good for your face, but that's another thing, makes you feel more at home.
Do you send the pillowcases back with your dirty laundry?
I just got 2 freshies today. I'm very excited about this. Thanks for asking. I'm going to unpack them tonight.
What's a satin pillowcase like?
Feels great. And they zip on the pillow so they don't slide, the pillow doesn't slip out of the thing. It's amazing.
Can't find a duvet cover that does that. I could talk housewares with you all day, Lisa, but me and Dan
Why
gotta
do
go
duvet
help
covers
sick
button?
children.
We have to go.
So
help.
why do they button? It's so annoying that you have those buttons on the
I
Look at that. What a
hate
sexy
it, and they rip
pillowcase.
off, and then
they
you lose a
crack it.
button.
Ladies,
falling
ladies,
out.
No, Dan.
ladies, we can talk betting another time. We need to go save some sick kids for the Ronald McDonald House.
Is this what you're doing tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, this is for a good cause.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
No, this is the cause. We're going there, and we're going to help children. We're going to medically help them tonight.
I'm gonna diagnose them. I'm gonna feel their brains.
I said, well, I'm just feeling from this hair right here, cancer, right? Sorry, kiddo.
There you go. I'll see you later.
I'll see you around.
No, we're going to do a comedy show to help out.
Raise money for the Ronald
Raise
McDonald
money
House.
for the Ronald McDonald House.
None of the kids are going to be there unless they're awesome.
Zoning out. This is thriving tourism season. A lot of people getting pumped in and out of this tunnel.
Who you zoning
Tunnel's
on?
a big problem.
Yeah, you see, we have a choke point right here,
This is where we try to bottleneck them.
and then we really
We like to flank them in. As they come in, we're just blah, 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 blah.
Now, Dan, you normally hate Asian chicks, but do you think that's a pretty one?
I love Asian women.
No. I'm not talking about for
They're
their
not
work
fiery.
ethic and their tied-up feet. I mean
What?
free roaming, living, breathing Asian women.
Yeah, this is dead. This whole thing is dead.
Get rid of it.
What's up?
Dan Soder. She got nervous you were so handsome.
Stop. She had a boyfriend.
Yeah. She was nervous. He was going to beat the shit out of you for fucking eyeing her up, dog.
Oh, you want to go? You want to drop and go?
You want me to go do my impression of him for you?
Yeah.
I'm Dan. I apologize for being inappropriate with your girlfriend.
Hold on. You know what? I don't like the act outs, but it is very accurate.
Lower?
No, you nailed it.
Do the
I
hands
said,
chop? No, do the hands chop lower?
No, I don't chop my hands. That's a slap.
No,
Look at
it
Dunkin'
was
Donuts.
pretty flat palmed.
I'm trying to work in Dunkin' Donuts into smoke breaks, and then you're going to find out I have a side sponsor.
I'd like to point out you do a lot of hand stuff, a lot of flat-handed stuff when you talk. I didn't even notice.
Until
You're gonna
you
make me.
did it.
You're gonna make me double Bob Dole. Bob Dole. Bob Dole. Bob Dole. Bob Dole.
Dan Soder,
Dan
for
Soder,
the people,
Dan Soder,
of the people,
Dan Soder.
by the people.
I can't have open hands because Jay has mocked me. So now I have to have brand new baby born
Dan
hands.
Soder,
Hi.
from Billions. He's working with a hand affliction. He was born that way.
Only when I go into character do my hands open up.
Should we act like we're doing a scene, like they just bumped into us doing a scene from Billions? I don't have your billions, Wall Street guy.
You better give it to me or you're in business trouble.
I will start a new business.
Scene. That was pretty good.
I will start a new
Yeah,
business.
I felt like I was right there back on set.
I will employ non-binaries. Everyone is welcome at my business.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty,
Let's have a merger.
merge
And
time.
then, and then fucking predator handshake.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, you sold all your shorts.
Lorne
You
Michaels.
do it now. You sold all your shorts, you son of a bitch. What's wrong? The NASDAQ got you pushing too many pencils. I watched the new Predator.
Dude, have you tried the thing that we saw?
Shit
Were you
storm.
with us when we saw that face technology thing they do now?
They can put faces on people?
But if you're doing an Arnold Schwarzenegger
Oh,
impression.
no, yeah, I saw them do it on Bill Hader.
Yeah.
And then Chris D'Elia had a couple really funny ones that they put on of his face on like certain movie things. And it's creepy as shit.
It's weird as fuck. Yeah, they did it on. They showed me on Bennington. And they did like a Knight's Tale, but it's like the Joker on a Knight's Tale. Because they just put his face over
yeah.
his face.
Yeah.
It's so weird. But you gotta do it with your we gotta put a Dangerfield on you, dude.
I did that with the Snapchat filter. Kyle Dunnigan is the best at doing that.
MTV2.
No, stop it.
Well, I'm
way to
playing-
know
I'm
your
playing-
demo.
I'm playing the audience.
All right, I'm gonna go get Dunkin' Donuts, so I'm gonna mic up someone else. I'm passing
Who?
the mic.
Christine, she hates being mic'd up.
I know.
We only have 6 minutes anyway. Well, Dan's getting coffee.
Coffee.
I guess this smoke break ain't worth a shit.
I'm gonna meet you guys over there.
Are you? Hi, I'm Dan. I'd like a latte with not all that much. I'd like a latte.
Hey.
I'd like a latte. I'd like a latte.
I don't drink
I'd like a
lattes.
latte.
Jan,
I
you
want
can't
a
hear me?
latte. I want a latte. I want a latte. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm getting human emotions. Anger. We are angry at Becky Rodriguez.
Not anymore. I'm out of here.
Showtime's Billions. Dan Soder. Netflix, The Stand-Ups. Coming soon. Big finale this weekend. Dan and Cut, you can come back now. Dan Cut, we got the walk. We got the walk. He hears me, son of a bitch.
Hey, this is Dan Soder and Big J Oakerson from the Bonfire on Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Come back next Thursday for a new episode of the Bonfire. I've said the Bonfire a lot.
You said my name.
I did, dude, because I love you.